All right, boys and girls, so welcome to Chord on Guitar. We have FINNEAS here, and he released songs recently here, and this one, Family Feud, is one of the better, so this is what I would like to highlight on Chord on Guitar. And if you feel that he had other songs you want to learn how to play, then feel free to leave a comment here in this tutorial. Anyway, let's focus on the Family Feud. Alright, so the setup here is clean on fretboard, no need for any capo. We're gonna look at the chords needed for first and foremost the picking patterns, but then also to handle a strumming pattern if you want to play that. So let's go into the chords, starting with G. That is third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. We have the D F chord next, and that goes second on E, open A, open D, second G, third B. And you can go with the open E, or if you want to, you can keep the third E there from the G chord you had just before. So you can just go over to recuperate your fingers like this. It's up to you. Open or third E works perfectly fine both ways here. That's the D F chord. Then we have the E minor. And that goes open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. Then we have the D. And we have two versions of the D. The first one is the standard D chord. And that goes open D, second G, third B, and second E. But we also have this, looks like a C, but a different area of the fretboard. And it goes fifth on A, fourth on D, open G, third B, and open E. Both of these chords are used here in the song, so you can go either way there. And then we have the A minor, and that's the last chord. It goes open A, second D, second G, first B, and open E. All right, so there we have it, G, D, F, E minor, and then the D and A minor, and the chord progression will go on with G and D in the end there, and there you have it. So G, D, F, E minor, D, A minor, G, D. That's how it goes. Let's go over the picking pattern. And here I can just mention, you can go and play this very on your own. Like you can combine the patterns and shape them in your own way. But I'm gonna give you one pattern, and I play that pattern the first round here in the beginning of this tutorial. So that is how it will sound. I can play for you afterwards again. But that is just a pattern to hold on to something, but then you can pick around this and do it in your way. The most important thing here is to have the right timing when you shift the chords. That's the most important thing. Then you can pick from the actual chord and it will sound great. So anyway, I'm gonna give you the pattern here. It starts with G. So when I pick, I use the picking style here. You don't have to hold the full G. I actually just hold the third fret on E string. All the other chords, I hold them pretty much how they are, full grips. But for the G, just the third fret E string, that's enough, okay? So it goes like this, the pattern I'm gonna show you. Okay, so that is to play the third fret E string. That is the bass note, okay? So that bass note will change depending on what chord you're holding. So the third fret E string. And then I play that one together with the B. In this case, it's the open. Or you can play it with the third from the actual chord if you want to. But I go with open here when I just go with the picking pattern. So that's one kick. And then I'm gonna play the bass note. In this case, the third fret E string again. Then the G string. In this case, it's the open G. And then the B string again. And then finally the bass note, the third fret E string. That is one pattern here for this specific pattern I'm gonna show you. So slowly it goes like this. And the great thing here is you can use this pattern for all of these chords. Even if D is a very shorter chord, so to speak, just covers 4 strings, you can still use the bass note and all these G and D because they are including all of these chords. So again, just want to highlight it. You're going to play bass note, the 3rd fret E string in the case, with the open B, then 3rd E, open G, open B, and 3rd E. Okay, so you can apply the same principle here for all of these chords. If you now hold the D F chord, which comes right after, you can play like this. And then the E minor, same strings, just different notes, okay? So, and now comes the D. Now the D is the open D string. And then comes the A minor. That's the A string now, which is the bass note. And then G and D left there, so. And then you can go for this other version of the D. And now you find the bass note, of course, on the 5th fret A string. So. And the last chord here, you're gonna play for 2 rounds. So. All the other chords, just 1 round, the last D, 2 rounds. So slowly, 1 round goes like this. All right, so there you have one pattern you can use, but like I said, you can go with this in many, many ways. You can pick strings from all the parts of the chord. So, for instance, all the chords that has bass notes on the E string, the G, the D, F, E minor, you can play pretty much all strings here. As long as you switch in the right timing, then you are set for the song. You can play like this. Alright, so that is how you handle a song when it comes to the picking style. Now, let's go into the strumming. Alright, so grab the full chord, the G, that's how it starts. So one strum round will be down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so down, down, up, down, up. So we're gonna play one of these per chord, and the last chord, the D, you're gonna play 2 rounds. And with the chord progression, it goes like this. Round. Alright guys, so that is how you handle FINNEAS Family Feud. Hope you enjoyed it, and if it was helpful, please let me know. Give me a like on this tutorial, and like I mentioned before, write a comment if you want other songs from FINNEAS, his recent released songs. So thank you for watching this time, and until next time, play tuned.